Welcome to Across the Genres, the Bronx edition. This channel is just some regular guys from the Bronx trying to introduce each other to music that they think they might not have heard or that they may not have appreciated. So we're going to jump right in. Ken gets to start again. What is this? This feels like a setup.
It's a trap.
I'm gonna tell you guys, I'm coming from left field. You guys are listening to Sinatra and all these heavy hitters. I'm about to hit you with some pop. Y'all ready?
Go for it.
Hold on. Now listen to the lyrics though.
Sometimes you fall down, can't get back up. While hiding behind skin that's too tough. How come we don't say I love you enough till it's too late? It's not too late. Stop looking at the hands of the time we've been giving it. This is all we got. Gotta stop thinking left. Every second counts on the clock that's ticking. Gotta live like we're dying. We only got 86 400 seconds in a day to turn it all around or to throw it all away. Gotta tell them that we love them while we got the chance to say. Gotta live like we're dying. Oh, like we're dying. Oh, like we're dying. Like we're dying. Oh, like we're dying. We only got 86 400 seconds in a day to turn it all around or to throw it all away. Gotta tell them that we love them while we got the chance to say. Gotta live.
Good.
Yeah, we started hard.
I mean, to be honest, that's kind of how I feel too. But let's get into it.
This song is
Like,
super
honestly,
deep to me, but I'll let you guys. I don't know if you guys heard it before, if you heard it many times, whatever.
I've never heard it before.
No.
I'm just wondering how you got it. Did your daughter put you onto it?
No, this is a pretty popular song from he. I don't know if he was a finalist or won American Idol. This is like a decade old. This is old.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the song gave me very late 2000s vibe. You know what I mean? The chorus was very cringy. His singing wasn't bad. It was very poppy, which there's nothing wrong with that. But overall, like, it wasn't the kind of song that I'm just like, yeah, I can't wait till I listen to that song again. Like, where is it on my playlist so I can like make it next? Yeah, but no, I had never heard, but the name did sound familiar, and I kept trying to like. And now that you mentioned that he was like a finalist, and yeah, that kind of tracks to something I may have saw and somehow subconsciously recorded. But yeah, very late 2000s vibe, and
I'm not a pop guy, not that much. There are some pop songs in my rotation, but not that much. I don't think that this is a vibe that I would vibe to. I definitely can relate to the story, and I think that it is a very deep meaning, like what the song is trying to say, particularly about making sure that you're like being mindful of the time, the fact that time is not here forever and whatnot. It's not a song that I would add to my rotation because I don't like that flow, but I think that it was a deep meaning. I don't think it had deep lyrics per se, but it has very deep meaning.
Yeah, I agree. It's like the last episode we had where Kenny mentioned, the Little Wayne the Little Wayne verse on a different beat, or was it Sin? Maybe that's why I didn't get into it, because I just wasn't into like the whole instruments in it or anything. But the lyrics were pretty good though. I'm not gonna lie.
But is it something you're putting on your rotation?
okay,
Absolutely not.
yeah, no, I'm
No.
sorry.
All right. Look.
But hold up, are you
Me?
putting it in
No,
your
I wouldn't.
rotation?
I'm not that much into pop
Yeah.
music like that. So I wouldn't.
That's what it is. It's not a bad song. It has more to do with the genre of what I prefer to consume.
I'll listen
right?
to a pop song here and there, but
yeah.
but it's not. I'm not a pop person like that. So I like the vibe and the rhythm is not my thing. I thought it was a very deep message what the song is saying.
Yeah,
we're gonna go back.
No, I get it. But you guys better come with real stuff. You guys all rejected me. Like, you guys better come with real stuff. I better not hear that trash Ellington put on last time.
I got all of y'all.
I'm telling you right now.
Oh man, I get to go. Whew. I'm gonna go with a rock song. It is a group called Audio Slave, and the song is "Like a Stone."
Oh,
so it's from their 2003 It's a single from the 2003 self-titled album. The backstory behind it is that basically it's about death and someone waiting. I think that the story is that like one of their friends died, and then it's really about like existential, like just existence. So without further ado, let's jump right in. This song has the best riff in rock history.
I have it up there, top 3 I've ever heard for sure. And not just rock, I mean, going all the way back to the beginning of like guitar solos.
Cobweb afternoon in a room full of emptiness by a freeway. I confess I was lost in the pages of a book full of death. Reading, I will die alone, and if the good will lay to rest anywhere we wanna go. Any house along to be roam by roam patiently. I'll wait for you there like a stone. I'll wait for you there
Whew.
Setting the bar high there,
Not
brother.
only- not only-
That's gonna be hard.
Yeah, that-
there's no trash
that-
talking
look,
for that one.
song-
Well, first of all,
That
we don't
song
we
is
don't know.
a
I don't know if Ken
masterpiece.
has heard the song. Or again, it's not just about hearing the song;
Well,
it's about listening to the lyrics. Again, a lot of the stuff you heard on the radio, right? Like you can't miss it. But
Mhm,
listening to it now, and actually paying attention to the lyrics, I think that's a different story.
You know, that song gives me a feeling that not many songs do. I don't think that song is one of those songs where it's just about the lyrics. I think that song, everything complements every single instrument. I mean, the bass in that song is so powerful. And first started talking about how the guitar is one of the best solos ever, right? The tone of his voice over that type of bass and overall instrumental and guitar, and just the range of the guitar where it goes from twinkly to highs to lows to it's an amazing composition, and it's probably one of my top 25 favorite songs of all time, independent of the genre. It's something that I play constantly.
Mhm.
It's one of those songs
Yeah,
for
no,
me, yeah.
definitely a good song. Well heard. Obviously a good song, right? Would I put it on my playlist? I don't think so. Personally, it's just not my flow, right? Like it's just not, right? But obviously, you look at it, it's got a 500,000,000 listens on Spotify. Is their top song? It's obviously a classic, right? But genres, I just thought it was. I think the song goes too slow for me, and I actually had to read the lyrics. Maybe I gotta hear it again. Maybe if I hear it again, I won't put it in my playlist. But if I hear it again, maybe I'll flow to it more because I had to follow the lyrics on the screen much closer. And I guess it's just you guys have heard it a lot, so you guys were able to distinguish his voice and follow it, right?
Yeah.
And actually appreciate it. I was having trouble following it, and I was reading it along. And it's not like he was singing fast, right? So it was more of a. I think his voice over the back. But obviously a deep song.
That's funny you say
Go
that.
ahead.
Like for me, for me, that's one of those songs where if it would have came out, his acapella, right, or the beat, I think either way, those are songs that I would have in my playlist.
You mean the thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's a deep song.
Yeah, like if it was two separate songs that had nothing, like the instrumental, I think is a great instrumental. And I like the tone of his voice and just the overall.
I mean, obviously, it's a classic, right? So,
Bombi, what are your thoughts on your playlist?
It's an amazing song. It's been there.
Man, you guys got deep playlists, man.
It's a classic.
Our
playlist.
But
my playlist is. That's why it's made the comment.
But I'd say beyond my
weird,
playlist, I'm with John. That is like definitely one of my, I would say, top 5 songs, like of all genres. You could put every genre in there.
Of all genres.
Okay. That is top.
So I'm definitely gonna hear it again.
It's top 5. I mean, first of all, it is incredibly deep. Like what it's talking about, and it's basically like I mean, if you actually, it said, and on my deathbed, right, I'll pray, right, to the gods and the angels, like a pagan, to anyone who will take me to heaven, right, to a place I recall that I was there not long ago. The sky was. It's basically about finding, like, with existence. I find this song to be incredibly deep, and then that riff, that guitar riff, and I'm not even a rock guy like that. That guitar riff, I mean, I could be anywhere, and it is incredible instrumentation. Again, that is one of my top 5 songs of all genres. I put that song against basically almost anything. So I recommend that you listen to it again. It may not be your thing. Again, if it was everybody's thing, it would have, it'd be in everybody's playlist. But it's pretty strong. I think it's the lyrics. I mean, it is a profound song with absolutely fantastic music, in my opinion. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go back to the Ruleta because there's only 2, and you guys better come with something different. Okay. Ellington, you are the chosen one.
My goal. I am the chosen one. All right, so this song is of an artist. His name is NF, and the title is "Oh Lord." You guys probably never heard of him. It's a great song, though, but we'll find out now. Let me put this on real quick.
I hope I'm not saying "Oh Lord" after the song.
You just made, brother.
When I die, put my ashes in the trash bag. I don't care where they go. Don't waste your money on my gravestone. I'm more concerned about my soul. Everybody's gonna die. Don't everybody live though? Sometimes I look up to the sky and wonder, do you see us down here? Oh Lord, oh Lord, do you see us down here? Oh Lord, oh Lord, do you see us down here? Oh Lord, oh Lord, do you see us down here? Oh Lord, oh Lord. Listen. Yeah, everybody wants change. Don't nobody wanna change though. Don't nobody wanna pray till they got something to pray for. Now everybody's gonna die, but don't everybody live though. Sometimes I look up to the sky and wonder, do you see us down here? Oh Lord, oh Lord, do you see us down here? Oh Lord, oh Lord, do you see us down here? Oh Lord, oh Lord, do you see us down here? Oh Lord, oh Lord. It's easy to blame God, but harder to fix things. We look in the sky like, why ain't you listening? Watching the news in our living rooms on the big screens and talking about if God's really real, then where is he? You see, the same God that we're saying might not even exist becomes real to us, but only when we're dying in bed. When you're healthy, it's like we don't really care for him then. Leave me alone, God, I'll call call you when I need you again. Which is funny, everyone will sleep in the pews, then blame God for our problems like he's sleeping on you. We turn our backs on him, what do you expect him to do? It's hard to answer prayers when nobody's praying to you. I look around at this world we walk on, it's a smack in the face, don't ever tell me there's no God. And if there isn't, then what are we here for? And what are y'all doing down there? I don't know, Lord. Do you see it? Oh Lord, do you see us down here? Oh Lord, oh Lord, do you see us down here? Oh Lord, oh Lord, do you see us down here? Oh Lord, oh Lord, do you see us down here? Oh Lord, can you see us down here? Oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord.
Stop right there.
No, it's interesting how all three songs have the same theme of life, death. Like like it's so far. And that wasn't even the theme of the show.
I think it's subliminal.
No, it wasn't. That was so
I could
crazy.
start.
That's
I mean,
crazy.
look, it's hard to. I wouldn't put. Let's get right punchy to it. Like I wouldn't put that in my playlist. It's hard to really vibe to that song unless you are religious, right? Like there's a lot there that I think resonates in terms of like people basically waiting to their deathbed. It's funny because it's very relatable to the previous song. There are gospel songs that even though I'm not religious, like I would listen to, and I have one actually on my songs to show y'all. There were there were like one or two lines that I was like, oh, that's cool, but then the rest of the song was pretty plain to me. There wasn't like anything in the composition that I thought was complicated or memorable.
I thought it was just a song that had too much going on, right? It starts with one vibe and it morphs to another, and by the time the song is done, it's gone through like I could have gotten like five different songs out of that one track. I think at one point he sounded like Drake, a certain phase Drake went through, and then he sounded like Mike Shinoda from Linkin Park on the second verse. And I'm like, all right, like this is cool, but first I thought he was gonna be a singer, and then I thought it was gonna go down one route, and after a while it's just a little bit overwhelming.
Yeah, I think the point that Sin made is what strikes, like unless you're religious, like I think it went too. It wasn't even like just the message, like delivering the message with different wording. But but it had a lot of real things, right? Like where everyone, I always say that God is locked up in prison because they always find them. You go people that get locked up, they always find religion and find God. And sometimes people find them at the right time, right? It's like, like I'll talk to you later when I need you, right? So there was a lot of that. But it was very out in, like, I think it was just very out there. Like it was a religious song almost. And I think, if you're not inclined, to listen to that kind of stuff, right? Like I think it's gonna pull people away, right? I mean, everybody knows there's life and there's death, right? But yeah, but I think that's the biggest drawback. I thought it had a lot of good lines. I just thought for me, because when you're speaking to an audience, I'm not very religious, right? So I'm not going to gravitate towards songs that are overtly religious. Right?
So Bombi, how did you find that? How did that end up in your playlist? What made you think about putting it, to the test of these three chacales?
To be honest, about a year ago, it popped up on on the playlist that goes on when you're watching a video on YouTube, and it was just the following song, and I was like, I heard a few parts there. I was like, wait, I actually like that. I'm not a religious person, but when I drink, I'm like, God, I'm never gonna drink again. You know what I mean? Like every time there's something like I'm at the homo, like never, and even people that are not religious can relate to that to some point.
Cool. All right. So JT, you got to take us out.
All right. So for this next one, I'm gonna bring us back to the Spanish world, as I think
I hope it's not Nadie Eterno, because then that would be
No, it's there's a funny story behind this genre. I had mentioned back in 2017, maybe 2018, to a very close childhood friend of mine that the artists coming out of this country were gonna be, they were gonna be big, and he looked at me like I was crazy. Like I said, my playlist gets weird and it goes all over the place. But there's a guy from Argentina who's doing really well in the music industry.
Hace un tiempo no duermo con vos. Pienso como todo se desgastó. Te siento un poco más rara. Yo no te provoco nada. Siento más grande la cama. ¿Qué es lo que pasó? Quisiera cumplir tus expectativas. No puedo fingir lo que no soy. Sueño que algún día quieras ser mía, pero exige todo menos amor. Juro que no quiero nada, pero cuando se me acerca quiero todo. Yo no quiero lastimarme, chocar dos veces el mismo paredón. Quiero de ese veneno que me envenenó. Soy el perdedor de los dos, de los dos. Baby, dímelo, ¿qué fue que pasó? Entre nosotros dos, algo se rompió. No me hables de amor, si mi corazón jamás te importó. No. Baby, dímelo, ¿qué fue que pasó? Entre nosotros dos, algo se rompió. No me hables de amor, si mi corazón jamás te importó.
Dije que no iba a lastimarte, lo volví a hacer. Siempre que me pongo a pensarte se larga a llover. Me cansé de escribir tu nombre en la hoja de un papel. No queremos pero no hacemos mal. Y eso molesta. No se da cuenta que me hiere cuando la llamo y no contesta. Del amor al odio, noche de insomnio buscando respuestas. Yo ya me sé esa jugada. No me mientas en la cara. No, 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 no. El que las hace la paga y el karma ya tiene una deuda contigo y eso yo lo sé. Que te ganas de verme perdido, no tiene sentido intentar otra vez. No me repitas algo que ya sé. Incontable las veces que fallé. No fuiste tú, yo también te lloré. Pero aprendí y después te solté.
Dímelo, ¿qué fue que pasó? Entre nosotros dos, algo se rompió. No me hables de amor, si mi corazón jamás te importó. No. Baby, dímelo, ¿qué fue que pasó?
I'm gonna go ahead and just leave it to right there because I think that gives you an overall good idea of what that song is about, and it's a song that let me see how many views it
How old is the
has.
song?
2 years, and it has 380 million views. But the kids have done very well. And one thing I didn't mention before I put the song on was his name with Tiago PZK and Lit Killer. And they're just one of, I would say, a dozen or so really strong artists coming out of that Latin American country who are doing really well on the
I
international
thought that
stage these
video was
days.
really good. There was a lot of artistry in that video. And I got to go back because there was like an angel and devil thing going on. I thought it was a good song. I'm trying to figure out where to add it to a playlist, like which playlist it would be. But I plan to watch that video again.
The song came out of the gate banging. I was kind of like, yeah, I'm definitely. I went from like, I'm definitely adding it, and then the all repetition just was like, it went on for too long, like too many bars. The music was fantastic initially, like the melody, like everything kicked off like like bulls racing. But the song lost me in the repetition of the all. Like I was just like, this is just a little. It lost me, and I thought overall it was a great like I like the music. Like that's a beat that I'll be like, okay, this beat is phenomenal.
Yeah, and if you think about it, a lot of that happens a lot in like Spanish music, Spanish urban music. But I'll definitely add that. I'll definitely add it, and I definitely need to see the video a few more times for sure, because I'm sure there's like a few hidden things there we didn't catch on to.
Now I don't know if you guys noticed. I close my eyes during the video when I haven't heard a song at all. I'm like, let me hear the
Yeah.
lyrics, right?
All right, guys. So this was
Yeah.
fun. this was really fun. I gotta say, I learned a lot. I think that there's a little bit of a theme about death. I definitely want to listen to some of the joints. I hope Kenny gives Audio Slave a chance. And with that, we're gonna close it out right there. All right, fellas, it was fun.